Locker room. What's up? Listen, I'm gonna look a mess, man. I look a mess because I'm still recovering from that the wear and tear it takes on me to be running around with those kids on Saturday evening and then flying in Sunday morning and then watching football all day and then trying to still get a workout in. But I can't help but think about this, and I want you guys to understand. Like everything I talk about here is like that's I'll do it right after the game. Like I'll talk about it right after the game, and then we'll get it up, sometime in the morning. But then I always like to sit and see what people are saying by the morning, you know. And I'm telling you, it's just like I told you. First thing first is the CeeDee Lamb situation. There were three things I said: the CeeDee Lamb, the Chargers, and what Jim Harbaugh is doing there, and then the Philadelphia Eagles. Something A.J. Brown said, and something the coach said that I told you they would say, or I told you would happen. I'm gonna just call that, let you know I'm right. You know what I'm saying? First, this CeeDee Lamb, and again, I want to reiterate what I talked about here. I talked about me not wanting to have all these other roles, and that was back then. Now, the role of CeeDee Lamb, I told you guys, I don't understand it. Back even when I was playing and wide receiver had a value, but running back had a great value and probably even a greater value. And that was back then. And I still didn't want to go and play any running back because I got to get to 300 pounders to get that one damn yard. Boom, I got to hit 300 pounders to get that 1 yard. When I can go out here, run a route, position a 190 pounder, and make that catch. Now, this is much more amplified today than it was even when I played. Now we lose CeeDee Lamb for 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, like I told you, and I have to sit here and question, is this season over for the Dallas Cowboys? In week 3, because it's going to take a Herculean effort to get in this thing. Let me give you the numbers now. Being right now 1-2, facing Green Bay Packers and a mad Michael Parsons, knowing you won't have CeeDee Lamb for the next 3 to 4 weeks on a minimum. They're not even going to look at it for 14 days. And I want you to understand, 14 days in the National Football League is almost like 5 years in real life. That's a long time. That's a long time. It's a long time. I mean, the way they treat stem, ice drum, that's a long time. And if they're telling you they'll reevaluate in 14 days, yeah. That's, yeah. I'm praying for my brother and I hope it's that he gets back soon and be able to play and be who he is. But I don't know if we can be who we are without him. And as I said, it's going to take a Herculean effort. You'll need Dak to play at a level, and Dak has been playing at a level. The receivers to step in, and it's almost unfathomable for me to either try to concede a possibility of these things happening. And where George Pickens has to go will be another stratosphere. And George Pickens having to have to go to another stratosphere won't be just about his skill. This has to be about his will. I understand he's phenomenally gifted and talented, but you gotta phenomenally want it, be it, and got to be able to try to do all things the right way every time, at least win in every way, you know. And that's a hard thing to teach a man that have time to morph into it. It's an even harder thing to just tell a man he has to jump into it. You were in the process of trying to teach George Pickens, show him, and this is his first time playing with, come on, let's stop playing, a true blue like CeeDee. So now he had the chance to see it every day, and you think, okay, this will start rubbing off everything, the way he does it, how he does it, how he practices, everything. And you want him to learn over the course of the year so he can learn how to become a number one. Now you just got to push him on out there to become that number one. That's not an easy task. It's not an easy task, especially with the problems that we're having right now on defense. So I'm just saying this is a scary, scary right now real that we're looking at. Now, all of this, you know, get shut down, and the people that put on the helmets and the uniforms can tell all of us, because we're all going to be talking like this, to shut the hell up. And all they have to do is show up and beat up on the Green Bay Packers on Sunday night, in front of everybody. And then and if you do that without CeeDee Lamb, you do that with Michael Parsons over there, then everybody say, oh, and they'll stand up and shut up. But as I said earlier, that's going to take a Herculean effort. And even if he gave it to me one time, can you suck it back again, then suck it back again, and then hit me one more time? Because he's gone for 4 weeks. I'm not talking about having a great night and everything happens to hit only on that night. But you got to recreate those nights. I always believe, because, I'm not the most phenomenally gifted dude. I win on will. That's why I talk about it a lot. I know the importance of will. So that makes me blind to the reality that my realistic eyes can see, because we're hurting on defense. And I just talked to you about what it take on offense. So now, if we're depleting that skill, I just do you understand the kind of will you will have to do for these guys to mount up and win Sunday night? I been messing with everybody about my hair. You Stephen A. They all call me about, man, cut that hair, cut that. Man, I ain't cutting nothing. Let me tell you something. I tell them I ain't cutting that, and I don't care. Don't worry about what you look like. It's kind of like my saying some thing right now. It's my strength. I walk in a room with old men. They all bald. I got hair. Just kind of mess them up. It's kind of my strength. It's in my head, and mess with my mentality. It's my mentality anyway. So I'm sitting here. I'm praying. God Almighty. First, I prayed for CeeDee. Prayed for the situation. I told God, if he somehow can mount up the wings and place in this team a great will, and somehow in front of everybody Sunday night, and what will be, I'm sure, one of the biggest audience we've seen in TV history in a long time, some man they can stand up and do something. If he just, that's my prayer. I told God, if he could deliver, if he just deliver that win, that victory, I'll cut my hair if I need to cut my hair. If the Cowboys beat the Packers, I'll cut the hair, even though I don't want to cut my hair. But I'll do whatever I'll do because I'm desperate. I'm only sharing that with y'all because you're in the locker room. But I love my hair. All right.